Hi y'all, thank you for joining me today. My name is Alyssa Dobersheim. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I specialize in couples and sex therapy, and I'm the owner of Relational and Sexual Health Initiative. And what I wanted to talk with you all about today is how to start a conversation. And so what we have found through research, specifically through the Gottman Institute, is that the first 3 minutes of a conversation does really predict how that conversation is going to go and how it's going to end. So I wanted to talk with you all about the difference between what we refer to as a harsh startup and a soft startup. So a harsh startup is one that can be a little bit quick. It can have a harshness to it. It can be laced with some blame or even criticism. Sometimes our tone isn't always the way that we want it to. I know as busy moms, right, we're kind of running from here or there, and sometimes we're just kind of, I think, quick to get the message out. So sometimes when it comes out, again, in that we refer to as that harsh way, sometimes our partner doesn't really hear the need or the deeper message in that request. And so the flip side of that is what we refer to as a soft startup. And so a soft startup is really coming from a vulnerable place where we're owning our experience, we're speaking to our emotional experience as well, and then what is that kind of need to, whether that's for ourselves within the relationship. And so finding some kind of quick ways to be able to articulate that, I know can be helpful, especially again when we're short on time and we're busy parents. And so I wanted to talk to you both about a quick kind of 3-step process that a lot of my couples have found helpful. And so how it goes, we start with saying just how we feel, right? So I feel blank. You're really again going to own that experience. The next step is about what. And so here is a really important piece because we want to get away from, again, that blame, throwing out some of those U-bombs, as I call them. And so really trying to focus on what was happening or what's happening for you. And then what we do is we end with the I need. And so that's where you're really going to own what that need is for you. And what we're going to add to that is often what can happen is we can focus on what we don't like or what's not going well or what we want our partner to stop. And so what I want to give you, again, with that I need is we're going to flip that a little bit as well and focus on what's the thing you want your partner to add. And so what research tells us about that too is people can hear that message a little bit more clearly. It's less likely to trigger some of their own internal wounds, their pain points, right? If they feel like they're failing you. And so the more we can focus on the positive kind of addition, the easier it's going to be for our message to be received by our partner. So I'll give you a couple examples too. Let's say, right, again, we're busy, we're trying to rush, do dishes, cook dinner, all of these things that are important to kind of keep our family going, and we're having maybe a rough day, right? An example of a harsh startup might go something like, oh, hey, I'm overwhelmed, like, you never help me with the dishes, like, what's going on, right? Whereas examples of soft startup might be, hey, babe, I'm feeling really overwhelmed, right? I've had a lot going on and I'm not really feeling like we're working as a team the last couple weeks. I really need to feel like we're a partnership. Can you help me do the dishes tonight? And so that's a little bit more of a, I think, benign example, but those subtle shifts can really make a big impact on how our partner again hears us. And so you can use this type of technique with anything from chores, like the example I gave. You can use it with intimacy, right? So another example might be, hey, I'm feeling really disconnected. I know we've both been working, taking care of kids. I really need us to sit down tonight and just even maybe cuddle on the couch for 5 minutes. And so those needs can be something that are a little bit more specific, like the examples I gave, or you can use ones that are a little bit more general, but trying to be as specific as tangible so that your partner can really understand what that is. And then the other piece of that too is one person, right, once you're able to articulate what that is, how our partner responds to that request is also really important because, again, we're taking time to be vulnerable. And so we want to make sure that we're able to kind of catch what our partner is sharing with us. And so you've got a few options as far as how you respond. One, you want to make sure that we're always acknowledging what our partner said, like, hey, babe, I hear you say you're feeling overwhelmed, right, and that you're needing this from me. So that quick acknowledgement can go a long way. And then we want to make sure that we're letting them know, one, can we meet that need? Can we meet that whole need? Can we meet part of that need? And if we're not able to meet the need at all, right, maybe our partner has stuff going on as well, maybe tonight or whatever the examples does not work out for them, then that last option is, hey, can we have a conversation about that need so we can come to, right, an agreement that works for both of us. We don't want to leave our partner kind of hanging in that need. So I hope that was helpful for all of you. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. I love having conversations with people, and I look forward to chatting and speaking with you all later. Bye.